Beloved soul. If you are watching this video right now, it is not an accident. Your spirit was guided here, your heart was pulled here. Because someone from heaven is desperately trying to reach you today. There is a message. A surprise. A blessing with your name written on it. Before the next 8 seconds, something in the spiritual realm is about to shift around you, a door is about to open, and heaven wants you to receive it. So breathe, relax. And let these next 45 minutes lift your spirit, open your heart, and pull you into alignment with the blessing that is coming toward you right now. And if you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe to help this message flow into more lives, because someone else out there may desperately need this. The moment you clicked on this video, something shifted around you. Not in the physical world, but in the spiritual realm, the unseen, the powerful, the place where your destiny is shaped long before you experience it in real life. There are days in your life that feel ordinary, simple, quiet. But then there are rare days like today, days when your spirit feels heavier, more alert, more sensitive. Days when you feel something you cannot explain, something you cannot put into words, something calling you, pulling you, guiding you. Today is not an ordinary day. You felt that. That's why you're here. Someone from heaven has been trying to reach you. Not through loud signs, not through dramatic flashes, but through small spiritual nudges, whispers that most people would ignore, but you didn't. Maybe you woke up feeling different. Maybe your heart felt restless for no reason. Maybe you noticed repeating numbers like 111, 222, 333, or 444 appearing everywhere. Maybe a memory of someone you love who has passed suddenly came into your mind. Maybe you felt a strange pressure in your chest, a slight warmth, a sudden emotional wave, or a deep sense that something is coming. These are not random sensations. These are not coincidences. These are spiritual signals. Heaven does not always speak in words, often it speaks in signs, in timing, in intuition, in sudden realizations, in moments that feel too perfect to be accidental. You didn't find this video. This video found you. And that is the first sign. The truth is, the spiritual world is far more active in your life than you realize. There are angels assigned to you. There are ancestors who watch over you. There are loved ones who have left this world, but not your side. They protect you. They guide you. They comfort you in ways you don't always see but always feel. And today, one of them has stepped forward. Someone from heaven wants your attention. Someone is trying to send you a message carrying hope, protection, clarity, and a blessing with your name written on it. Have you ever felt someone watching over you? Have you ever narrowly avoided something bad and thought, that was close? Have you ever felt comfort out of nowhere, as if someone invisible placed their hand on your shoulder? Those moments were not random. Those moments were divine intervention. Sometimes your guardian steps in quietly. Sometimes your angel guides your steps without you knowing. Sometimes your loved one whispers encouragement into your heart when you feel like giving up. But today, their message is stronger than usual. It's urgent. It's clear. It's direct. Someone from heaven wants you to know. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are being guided. The heaviness you've been feeling lately, the emotional weight, the exhaustion, the strange sadness, the frustration, these things didn't happen for no reason. They are signs that your spirit is preparing for a shift. A breakthrough. A powerful new chapter. And right before a blessing arrives, life often becomes the hardest. You have been fighting battles that no one knows about. You've been carrying responsibilities that many people could not handle. You've been trying to stay strong even on days when your heart felt like breaking. You have been praying silently, hoping that someone, somewhere, heard you. Someone did. Heaven heard your prayers. Your guardian saw your tears. Your ancestors felt your pain. Your angels stood beside you even when you felt surrounded by darkness. And now, they are trying to communicate with you. The fact that you paused whatever you were doing and ended up here means your spirit was guided. You weren't pushed here by accident, you were led here intentionally. Because this message carries something you need to hear. Something you've been waiting for. Something that is going to help you understand why life has felt the way it has, and what is coming next. Sometimes heavenly signs come through dreams. Sometimes through intuition. Sometimes through sudden clarity. And sometimes, through messages like this. Your guardian has been trying to get you to slow down, breathe, and open your heart to the truth. A big surprise is coming. A shift is happening. A blessing is moving closer to you. And heaven needs you to be ready. This is why you've been feeling spiritual pressure lately. This is why your emotions have been unpredictable. This is why you've been seeing signs. This is why certain people were removed from your life recently. This is why certain things stopped working, because they weren't meant for where you are going next. Someone from heaven has been working behind the scenes, rearranging your path, protecting your steps, and preparing a blessing that will make sense of everything you've been through. You've survived storms that were designed to break you. You've endured pain that should have crushed you. You've walked through disappointment, heartbreak, silence, confusion, and loss. And yet, you are still here. Still standing. Still fighting. Still hoping. That strength is not ordinary. That strength is divinely given. And today, the spiritual realm is opening. A message is being delivered. A shift is taking place. A breakthrough is being released toward you. All you have to do is stay open. Stay present. Stay receptive. Because the heavenly sign you've been waiting for is about to make itself known. And your life is about to change in ways you didn't expect, but deeply deserve. There are blessings that come softly, slowly, gently, like the warm sunrise. And then there are blessings that arrive suddenly, unexpectedly, as if heaven itself reached down and placed something in your hands. The surprise heading toward you today belongs to the second kind. This is not an ordinary blessing. This is not something small, temporary, or accidental. This is a destiny-level shift, a heavenly intervention crafted specifically for you. It has been in the making for a very long time, longer than you think, longer than you know, longer than your heart even dared to hope. You see, blessings aren't born the moment you receive them. They begin forming the moment you experience pain. Every tear you shed. Every disappointment you carried. Every heartbreak you survived. Every moment you felt lost. Every prayer you whispered in the dark. All these moments were the building blocks of the blessing that is now on its way to you. This surprise did not fall out of the sky randomly. It has been shaped by your endurance, strengthened by your faith, magnetized by your resilience. It is heaven's answer to your suffering. It is heaven's reward for your patience. It is heaven's compensation for everything and everyone that failed you. But let's go deeper. The anatomy of a heavenly surprise. Every blessing from heaven passes through stages. The conception, when the spiritual world acknowledges your pain or your prayer. The formation, when unseen forces begin aligning events, people, opportunities, and timing. The delay, when the blessing is held back until the path is safe or you are strong enough. The release, when everything lines up and the blessing moves toward you. The manifestation, when you receive it in your physical life. Right now, you are stepping into stage 4. The release has begun. And that's why the energy around you feels different. That's why things feel off, or intense, or heavy lately. It's not because something bad is coming. It's because something good is getting closer. The spiritual realm always becomes active before a blessing appears. You might feel a shift in your sleep. Vivid dreams. Unexplained emotions. Sudden bursts of intuition. Restlessness. A feeling of something coming. Random chills or warmth. Repeating numbers. Strong moments of clarity. These are the energies of manifestation. Your spirit senses what your eyes cannot see. This surprise is already in motion. Why this blessing took time? Some people wonder. Why did I have to wait so long? Why didn't my prayer come sooner? Why didn't God or heaven step in earlier? Why did I suffer first before something good happened? But here is the truth. Some blessings require preparation. Some blessings require the removal of wrong people. Some blessings require the closing of wrong doors. Some blessings require emotional strength you didn't have before. Some blessings require spiritual maturity. Some blessings need the right timing, the moment when everything is aligned. If you had received this surprise 6 months ago, you might not have been ready. If you had received it last year, it might have slipped through your fingers. If you had received it too early, you might have doubted it, feared it, or sabotaged it. But today, you are ready. Your spirit is stronger. Your heart is wiser. Your intuition is sharper. Your soul is more grounded. You are no longer the person who used to settle. You are no longer the person who allowed others to dim your light. You are no longer the person who accepted crumbs when you deserved abundance. This blessing required a new version of you. And you stepped into that version without even realizing it. What exactly is this surprise? The blessing coming to you is made of multiple layers, like a package with many gifts inside. Here are the energies wrapped inside it. Yes, relief. Pure, deep, emotional relief. The kind of relief that makes you breathe differently. The kind of relief that makes you sit back and say, finally. This relief is coming in the form of a breakthrough that closes a difficult chapter. The stress that has been haunting you. The worry that kept you awake at night. The burden you've been carrying. Heaven is releasing you from it. You've been searching for answers. You've been wondering which direction to take, who to trust, what to choose. This surprise will clear your confusion. It will bring understanding. It will make things make sense. Suddenly, all the things that seemed chaotic will click together like the pieces of a puzzle forming a clear picture. A door, either a new one or one you thought was closed, is about to open. This could be a new job or financial opening. A new relationship. A reconciliation. A sudden message. A career shift. A creative breakthrough. An unexpected chance. A long-awaited yes. This opportunity will not require you to chase it. It will come toward you. Something that was broken inside you is going to be healed. Your trust. Your heart. Your confidence. Your hope. You will feel whole again in a way you haven't felt in years. Part of the surprise includes the removal of hidden dangers, things you didn't know were threatening your peace. People with wrong intentions. Situations meant to drain you. Paths that would have led to disappointment. Heaven blocked all of them. You were being protected even when you didn't know you needed protection. This surprise is bringing everything in your life into alignment, your emotions, your goals, your relationships, your timing, your path. You will finally feel like you are walking in the right direction. You are being lifted into a new chapter, a chapter with greater abundance, more love, more stability, and more purpose. This elevation will be felt in all areas of your life. Spiritually, emotionally, mentally, financially, socially, energetically. Your vibration is rising. Your energy is becoming stronger. Your destiny is unlocking. Why heaven chose today? You may be wondering. Why now? Why today? Why this moment? Because heaven works with timing, not time. Heaven works with alignment, not circumstances. Everything in your life has reached a perfect spiritual point. Your heart is open. Your spirit is sensitive. Your intuition is active. Your path has cleared. Your energy has shifted. Your destiny is calling. This blessing could not be delivered earlier. It had to be delivered today, because today your soul is ready. Your spirit is awake. Your heart is receptive. Your energy is aligned. Your destiny is prepared. You are in the season of receiving. The emotional shift before the surprise appears. Before blessings appear, the body and spirit go through subtle changes. You feel tired. You feel emotional. You feel overwhelmed. You reflect deeply. You detach from certain people. You feel misunderstood. You feel restless. You seek quiet. You crave clarity. You feel empty. You feel full of anticipation. You feel like a chapter is ending. These are the symptoms of a divine transition. If you've been feeling any of these recently, it's not because something is wrong. It's because something is coming. You are not breaking down. You are breaking open. Your spirit is shedding old layers to make space for something new. Just like storms clear the sky for sunlight. Your emotional storms cleared the path for this blessing. How you know this surprise is truly yours? You will begin noticing signs, such as sudden peace, unusual calmness, meaningful dreams, unexpected messages, intuitive nudges, seeing angel numbers, hearing your name in a dream, repeated thoughts of hope, sudden confidence, feeling guided, things falling into place. These are not coincidences, these are confirmations. The spiritual world is not silent. It speaks through synchronicities, intuition, signs, symbols, and moments that hit your heart with meaning. The final truth about the surprise. This blessing. This breakthrough. This heavenly surprise. It's not just coming to you. It's coming for you. It carries divine purpose. It carries love. It carries healing. It carries restoration. It carries elevation. You didn't earn it. You grew into it. You didn't find it. It found you. You didn't chase it. It was guided to you. And now heaven is whispering. You are ready. Receive what is yours. Before a major blessing arrives, many people begin to feel a restlessness that is difficult to describe. It is not worry. It is not fear. It is not anxiety. Instead, it is a spiritual stirring that comes from the inside out. Something feels different. Something feels like it's shifting. You may suddenly feel unable to settle into your normal routine. You may feel a strong desire to prepare, to clean, to organize, or to rethink certain areas of your life. This restlessness is often heaven's way of alerting you that something new is being positioned in your path. Similar to how birds sense the change in seasons before humans notice it, your spirit senses change before your eyes can see it. It is heaven whispering to you, get ready. Something is coming. When viewers hear this sign described, they instantly connect because many have felt it but never understood what it meant. This is where your narration can guide them deeply into awareness and reassurance. Many people report a moment of sudden clarity before a divine breakthrough. Ideas come faster. Direction becomes sharper. Dreams that were blurry become vivid again. For others, repeated thoughts about making a change begin to circle their mind, sometimes day after day. This is not coincidence. It is guidance. Heaven often communicates through divine nudges, gentle reminders, or repeating thoughts. If a thought keeps returning to you, it may be because heaven is trying to direct your steps. Just like a compass needle always returns to true north, your spirit returns to what is meant for you. Use your voice here to bring a calm, confident tone. Help the viewer understand that these repeated thoughts are often preparation for the surprise heaven is aligning for them. The path they are supposed to walk is being illuminated little by little. This part is crucial for the audience, because many times people misunderstand delays as rejection. But spiritually, delays often mean protection. Closed doors can be divine redirections. Interruptions can be heaven's way of rerouting you to a better place. Explain to the audience that just because something is slowing down does not mean something is going wrong. Many blessings from heaven require timing. If the timing is not right, the blessing cannot arrive in its full strength. It is like planting a seed. The soil must be ready. The season must be right. The conditions must support growth. Delays often happen right before a heavenly surprise because heaven is clearing the path, removing obstacles, and ensuring that when the blessing appears, it will stay. You can deepen this narration by connecting delays to divine orchestration. Help the audience realize that interruptions often reveal that heaven is deeply involved in the details of their journey. Before something divine arrives, your senses become sharper. Your spiritual awareness increases. You begin noticing things you once ignored. You feel drawn to certain places, people, or opportunities. You feel repelled by situations that drain you. This is spiritual alignment happening in real time. Your mind becomes alert, your spirit becomes sensitive, and you begin to sense energy shifts around you. This heightened awareness is heaven's way of guiding you to the exact place where the surprise will unfold. People often report suddenly understanding people's intentions more clearly, or feeling intuitively guided about what to avoid. These are not random sensations. These are signs that the heavens are positioning you for something significant. Narrate this section with depth and warmth, reminding viewers that their intuition is not to be dismissed. It is part of the divine pathway being laid out for them. One of the most powerful spiritual signs happens when everything around you seems loud, stressful, or unstable, yet internally you feel peace. A calm settles inside you that does not match your circumstances. It is as though heaven is placing a shield around your emotions, giving you a quiet confidence that something good is coming. This peace is not produced by logic. It comes from divine reassurance. Heaven sends this peace when you are nearing a significant shift. It is a message that what is meant for you is already on its way and no storm, no obstacle, and no delay can stop it. Explain gently that this peace is often misunderstood because it arrives in moments when peace should not naturally exist. But that is the sign itself. Peace in chaos signals divine involvement. Before heaven delivers a surprise, you may begin encountering meaningful conversations, recurring symbols, uplifting messages, or new people who appear at just the right moment. These encounters act like breadcrumbs leading you to your blessing. It may be a stranger offering encouragement. A friend reaching out unexpectedly. A message you come across online at the exact moment you needed it. These moments are often divine reminders that you are not walking alone. They show that heaven is coordinating everything around you. Let your narration emphasize that these encounters should not be ignored. They are spiritual guidance delivered in everyday moments, preparing hearts, strengthening faith, and opening minds to what is coming. There is a reason surprises from heaven do not arrive when you feel strong, confident, or fully in control. If blessings arrived only on the days you felt ready, you might believe you accomplished everything on your own. But when heaven positions a blessing at the exact moment you feel empty, lost, or uncertain, it becomes undeniable that it came from a higher source. Divine timing is not random. It is intentional. Heaven waits for the moment when the blessing will have the greatest impact on your life, your growth, and your future. Sometimes, this means the surprise comes when you feel like giving up. Other times, it arrives when you have stopped expecting anything at all. This timing ensures that the blessing does not just enter your life, but transforms it. You are tested before you are trusted. Before heaven releases something powerful, it often observes how you handle waiting, silence, detours, and disappointments. This is not punishment. It is preparation. Great blessings require great capacity. And before you receive something significant, your strength, patience, and faith are stretched. In your narration, you can describe this as the refining period. Many viewers will relate deeply to it, because they have felt that long silent season. This is where you remind them that the silence was not abandonment. It was training. Heaven does not deliver something valuable into unprepared hands. When you are stretched beyond your comfort, you become strong enough to handle what is coming. The surprise is delivered when the preparation is complete, not when the person feels comfortable. The purpose behind unexpected arrival. Heaven often sends surprises in moments when you least expect them because that is when the impact is the strongest. A blessing that arrives during a storm shines brighter than a blessing that arrives on a perfect day. A breakthrough that appears after a season of darkness becomes a testimony. When something divine enters your life unexpectedly, it creates a ripple effect, influencing your future decisions, your confidence, and even your spiritual awareness. Unexpected blessings bring awakening. They remind you that you are supported even when you feel forgotten. They remind you that your life is watched over even when you feel invisible. They remind you that your prayers are heard even when you feel unheard. Your viewers will connect emotionally here, because this truth resonates with the human heart. Some of the greatest gifts arrive in the silence. The element of surprise strengthens your faith. There is a unique power in not knowing the exact moment something will happen. If you knew the exact hour heaven would bless you, your faith would not be stretched. You would simply wait casually, without transformation. But when you continue believing without knowing, when you continue hoping without seeing, your spiritual muscles grow stronger. This is why heaven chooses surprise. Surprise bypasses human doubt. It bypasses logic. It enters your life with purity, clarity, and undeniable impact. It strengthens faith by revealing that there are forces working for you beyond your understanding. This is the moment in your video where your tone becomes reassuring, steady, and powerful. You let the audience feel the presence of hope again. Surprises arrive when you release control. Heaven often waits for the moment when you finally release your grip on worry, stress, and overthinking. As long as your mind is trying to control every outcome, the flow of divine intervention is blocked. But when you reach the point of surrender, when you stop fighting, when you stop forcing, when you stop chasing, the path becomes clear. Many people misunderstand surrender. It is not giving up. It is making room. It is allowing heaven to step in and do what you cannot. It is letting go of what is draining you so something better can fill that space. Blessings often arrive in this moment of surrender because your heart is finally ready to receive. When you are tired, heaven moves closer. One of the greatest mysteries of divine timing is that heaven often moves closest when you feel the most exhausted. This is because your vulnerability opens spiritual doors. When your guard is down, when your ego is quiet, when your strength is low, your spirit becomes more receptive. Heaven does not need your strength to work, it needs your openness. This is why so many people receive breakthroughs after seasons of struggle. The struggle softened their spirit. The exhaustion opened their heart. The surrender created space. And the surprise arrived exactly when they had no expectation left. In your script, you can build emotional momentum here, reminding viewers that their lowest moment may be the doorway to their highest blessing. The divine strategy of unpredictable blessings. Heaven uses unpredictability to protect you. If your blessings were predictable, so would be the attacks against them. But when the surprise arrives without warning, no negative force can interfere. Nothing can block what you did not announce. Nothing can sabotage what you did not see coming. This is why heaven operates silently and suddenly. This unexpected delivery protects your blessing, your peace, and your future. It ensures that the surprise enters your life untouched, unharmed, and fully prepared. Every blessing that enters your life goes through preparation in the unseen realm. Nothing heavenly arrives rushed, incomplete, or unplanned. Heaven prepares the right people, the right moments, the right opportunities, and the right circumstances long before you receive them. While you feel nothing is happening, heaven is moving in silence. While you feel forgotten, heaven is aligning details. While you believe you are waiting alone, heaven is preparing something that requires more time than you imagined. This preparation is intentional. Heaven does not deliver blessings that cause confusion. It delivers blessings that bring clarity and elevate you to a new level of purpose. Your path is being rearranged. When a divine surprise is approaching, heaven begins rearranging your life. Some people leave. Some opportunities close. Some relationships shift. Some routines feel disrupted. This rearrangement is not random. It is part of the unseen process. Think of it like a stage being prepared for a major performance. Before the main event appears, the space must be cleared. Old props removed. New lights installed. Background pieces repositioned. The same happens in your life. Heaven clears out energies, connections, and situations that cannot support the size of the blessing coming your way. This rearrangement can feel uncomfortable, but it is only clearing the path. Your narration here should be calm, powerful, and comforting, helping the viewer understand why their life has felt unsteady lately. Your spirit is being strengthened quietly. During the waiting period, heaven is strengthening your spirit without you realizing it. You may feel tired, but spiritually you are becoming stronger. You may feel discouraged, but spiritually your resilience is increasing. You may feel broken, but spiritually your foundation is solidifying. This inner strengthening is essential. A blessing is not just something you receive, it is something you must also maintain. Without inner strength, a blessing can become overwhelming. So heaven fortifies your spirit quietly, steadily, without noise or announcement. This strengthening often happens through silence, challenges, emotional tests, seasons of reflection, moments of surrender. Heaven turns your weaknesses into wisdom, your doubts into depth, your pain into purpose. Forces of opposition are being removed. One of the most profound aspects of the unseen realm is the removal of unseen threats. Sometimes, the reason a blessing is delayed is because there are forces working against you that you cannot see. This could be a person who would have blocked your growth, an environment that would have damaged your spirit, a situation that would have pulled you backward, a distraction that would have derailed your future. Heaven removes these obstacles quietly. You may not understand why certain people left. You may not understand why something ended. You may not understand why a path closed. But heaven sees what you cannot. It removes threats before the blessing arrives, so you receive it in safety. This is why you must narrate with authority here, reminding your viewers that the losses they experienced were not random, they were protection. New paths are being opened without your awareness. While old paths close, new ones begin to form. Connections you have not met yet. Opportunities you do not know exist. Favor that has been scheduled in advance. Doors that will open suddenly. These things are already moving toward you in the spiritual realm even before you see them physically. This is why some blessings feel sudden. They were prepared silently for months or even years before they reached you. Heaven does not need your permission to open doors. It only needs the right timing. You are being separated from what cannot go with you. This is one of the hardest spiritual processes, but also one of the most necessary. Before a divine surprise arrives, heaven separates you from anything that would contaminate, delay, or diminish the blessing. This includes habits that weaken you, people who drain you, environments that limit you, thoughts that sabotage you. Heaven separates with purpose. If certain situations have fallen apart recently, it is because they were not meant to travel with you into your next chapter. This is where your narration becomes soothing and wise, helping viewers understand that not everything lost is a loss. Your faith is being elevated to match the blessing. Every blessing requires a certain level of faith. The larger the blessing, the stronger the faith needed to hold it. So heaven stretches your belief system during the waiting period. Moments of uncertainty teach trust. Moments of silence teach patience. Moments of challenge teach resilience. Moments of delay teach endurance. Faith is not built in moments of ease. It is built in moments of uncertainty. When your faith matches the size of the blessing appears. The blessing is being guarded until the right moment. Heaven never delivers a blessing too early. Early blessings can be wasted, misunderstood, or mishandled. So heaven guards what is meant for you until you are emotionally, spiritually, and mentally ready to receive it fully. There is a divine lock placed on your blessing. It cannot fall into the wrong hands. It cannot be taken by someone else. What is meant for you is protected until you arrive at the readiness heaven has designed for you. This protection is quiet but powerful. A blessing may be prepared for you, aligned for you, protected for you, and even scheduled for you, but there is still a crucial truth: you must be positioned to receive it. Many people miss what heaven sends not because it was never meant for them, but because they were not standing in the place where the blessing was intended to land. In Part 6, your goal is to teach viewers how to align themselves with the flow of divine timing so the moment the heavenly surprise arrives, they are ready in heart, mind, and spirit. This segment becomes one of the most empowering parts of the entire video. Heaven cannot fill a life that is already overflowing with fear, clutter, noise, or unnecessary burdens. Before a blessing arrives, you must create space for it. This space can be emotional, mental, physical, or spiritual. This may involve releasing old disappointments, letting go of people who drain your energy, clearing physical spaces that feel stagnant, emptying your mind of doubts and fears, closing chapters that have already ended. When you create space, you are sending a message to heaven that you are prepared to receive something new. Blessings do not land in crowded places. They land in ready places. A heavenly surprise often arrives quietly. It may appear disguised as an opportunity, a conversation, a connection, or a moment of intuition. Those who receive divine breakthroughs are those who remain spiritually alert. Being spiritually alert means noticing the signs around you, paying attention to your intuition, being willing to act when opportunity appears, hearing the guidance that comes as sudden clarity, recognizing when something is meant for you. Many blessings are missed because people are distracted. When you stay alert, you see what others overlook. You recognize the whisper in the noise. You hear the call in the quiet. Faith is not just belief. It is movement. It is alignment. It is positioning. If you believe heaven is preparing something for you, your actions must begin to reflect that belief. This may involve taking steps that feel small but are spiritually significant. For example, preparing your skills, improving your habits, organizing necessary documents, decluttering your environment, taking care of your health, completing unfinished tasks. These actions signal readiness. They tell heaven that you are not merely wishing, but preparing. Blessings follow preparation. Your inner atmosphere is the state of your emotions, thoughts, and energy. A blessing cannot thrive in an atmosphere filled with negativity, self-doubt, or unresolved chaos. To receive a heavenly surprise, you must cultivate internal stability. This means replacing worry with trust, replacing fear with clarity, practicing gratitude, speaking with intention, maintaining calm even when circumstances shift. Your internal atmosphere determines the quality of what arrives externally. A blessing given to a calm spirit grows. A blessing given to a troubled spirit becomes heavy. Strengthening your inner atmosphere ensures the blessing multiplies in your life instead of being suffocated by old wounds. Doubt is one of the strongest blocks to spiritual reception. Doubt is not simply a lack of belief, it is resistance. It creates hesitation, fear, and emotional instability. When doubt fills your mind, it becomes harder to recognize divine timing. Protecting your heart means guarding your mind from negative voices, refusing to entertain discouragement, separating yourself from people who weaken your faith, setting boundaries with those who do not support your growth. A protected heart is a receptive heart. When you shield your spirit from doubt, you open the door to unexpected breakthroughs. A heavenly surprise may require your participation. It may require you to step into a new environment, accept an unexpected offer, speak a bold truth, or make a decision that feels unfamiliar. The blessing may appear suddenly, but your courage is what activates it. Heaven prepares the opportunity, but you must walk through the door. Courage does not mean you feel no fear. Courage means you act through the fear, trusting the guidance you have felt all along. When the moment arrives, hesitation can close the window. Courage opens it wider. Teach your viewers that moments of divine timing rarely come twice. When heaven creates an opening, they must step forward with confidence. Gratitude is magnetic. It draws blessings closer. It keeps your heart aligned. It keeps your spirit open. Gratitude is not only a response to receiving, it is preparation for receiving. Encourage your viewers to practice gratitude not just after the blessing, but before it arrives. Gratitude creates spiritual alignment. It signals trust. It activates divine momentum. When heaven sees a grateful heart, it releases even more. Intentions matter. They shape the spiritual frequency of your life. If your intentions are rooted in selfishness, envy, fear, or ego, blessings may feel delayed. But when your intentions are rooted in growth, purpose, love, and truth, heaven moves faster. A blessing meant for your soul arrives quicker when your heart is in the right place. Remind your viewers that heaven responds not only to actions, but to motives. Pure intentions create open pathways for blessings. Consistency is the bridge that carries you from waiting to receiving. The spiritual realm respects consistency. It proves readiness. Consistency may look like showing up every day, practicing discipline, returning to your goals, maintaining faithfulness, continuing to grow. Even when nothing changes externally, your consistency builds momentum internally. When heaven sees persistence, it strengthens the forces working in your favor.